Welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that operates differently than most lenders out there. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us so we can talk a little bit more about what makes us different and special. Once I go through a short presentation, we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO, who will actually show some of the back-end software and systems that we built. And then we'll close it out with Jose Gonzalez, our CSO, with 29 years of experience and how this all comes together to close more loans in a traditional sense. So let me go ahead and start by sharing my screen here. Hopefully most of you have checked out this page. But let me just explain a little bit more about what we mean. We are a lender that operates differently. We come from a different background. We're not your traditional bankers. We come from a marketing and technology background. So we're all about scaling up your leads and providing you the technology to do so. So up to 100% commission with free leads, powered by our proprietary mortgage software, CRM, POS, LOS, all built in with the AI as well. So again, we're not just a lender, we're a mortgage technology company where we want to give you guys the tools to expand your business and scale up your business instantly. So you can just plug into our system and generate new leads from the activity you're already doing and generating more business. So first, let's talk about our business model. So we are approved with over 135 lenders and investors. And what that really means for you guys, we're always going to have the best rates and pricing. Typically, that's going to be our in-house loan programs where we have over 5,000 loan options that we fund with our own money in-house. But if there's any reason we don't have a loan in-house, we have over 135 outside partners that we work with. So every loan program imaginable, conventional, VA, USDA, FHA, non-QM, DSCR, they're the types of things we fund in-house typically. And once we start going outside the box, commercial, fix and flip, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, those are the types of things we would typically work with an outside lender. So every option that is available, we have. Now, how do we make this happen for you guys here? We use our technology. So we've written every line of code for what you're about to see here. And it all starts with our AI-powered website, which you're looking at one page of. Everybody gets instantly with the POS, CRM, LOS, all built in together. This is software that's written by us, every line of code for us. So it's for loan officers, by loan officers. What that really means is one login for you, one login for your customer. No matter which one of our thousands of loan programs or hundreds of different investors or lender options we use, it's one place you and your customers need to go. We can also pull instant rate quotes from our 5,000 plus in-house loan programs and even track the rates as they change, especially with the big news such as today. You want to be able to get your clients those updated rates as soon as they update. And with this system, our prospects can instantly flow from just their basic name, email, phone number to pulling their own rates, filling out their own 1003, pulling their own credit, getting that all synced into our Encompass-based system without you lifting a finger. And we do that with all of our APIs. So I mentioned we have an Encompass-based system, but you never have to log into Encompass. We have an API with Encompass. You can just click the buttons and it changes the file. Same thing for pricing. Optimal Blue for pricing. Just click the button to get pricing. No logins needed. 5 AMCs at the click of a button. No logins needed. You get the point. Everything is just a click away. We also have the ability to plug and play into our automated social media posting. So connect your social media, put up your picture. We'll post automatic flyers that are compliant to your pages every day with your custom link to generate more business every single day from what you're already doing. And we even have our AI built in with dual AUS. So a lot of systems have dual AUS, but we run that through our AI to analyze it to see which is best for your borrowers for that exact situation. And now let's talk about the trainings and support. Definitely something we want to focus on as we're all remote based here. We want to make sure we have everything at your fingertips at all time. Typically, that's going to be our remote learning center, our training center. It's like a classroom, 365 days a year, 24/7. You can go in there and learn new skills. And we also have our daily live video trainings, more like a podcast, video podcast. So every day we do our daily mortgage rates live where we show our live rates and then talk about a different loan program in depth. And we also have our weekly loan officer trainings, which are more about structuring loans and clearing conditions and all the actual technical loan officer things. We also have our Zoom support open during business hours, Monday through Friday, where our team of processors can take over your screen. Since we're all remote, we still want to get face-to-face, take over your screen, get you unstuck, click whatever you need to click, and get that file moving forward. And we also have our knowledge center with thousands of articles, not just from us, but our partners as well. So tips, tricks, guidelines, matrices, videos, all kinds of different resources you can click in one place for all of our partners. And we have our Calvin compliance AI program with all the federal and state regulations, so you can get an instant answer for any compliance questions, no matter what time of day. And now let's talk about the final category here, just some of the items that don't fit in the other categories. The first one is one of my favorite here. We love to close DSCR business purpose loans in 44 total states, which gives everybody an opportunity to expand their footprint without necessarily having to get more licenses. We have all kinds of different ways company leads come in. It's a simple 50-50 split. Kyle will show you all the different ways they come, but just know that any way they come, it's a 50-50 split for any company leads. And again, we want to get you leads in your system. So whether that's copying our leads that are already compliant and applying your budget to it, or bringing your leads that you may be spending elsewhere into our system with our webhook, we have the ability to do that. And we also have a button you can click anytime to refer a deal to our team of loan officers for 75 basis points. Maybe it's a conflict of interest. Maybe you don't have a license in that state. Maybe you've never done a fix and flip loan. Click that button, earn some great commission, 75 basis points, while you learn a new loan type. And as Kyle mentioned before we went live here, we love to meet everybody face to face since we're all remote at least once per year. We have our annual retreat here in Miami, VIP yacht party. Everybody on our team gets a free hotel rooms, and past speakers at our event include Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, Marcus Lemonis from The Profit. So it's a great opportunity to meet everybody face to face at least once per year since we're all remote here. And now let's get into the compensation plans. There we go. So I had to zoom out a tad just to fit them on the screen. But let's go through our compensation plan. So first up, the Broker Unlimited is the one that's most people are interested in, the new plan here. This is where you can earn 100% commission. So if you're brokering loans, we're at a 275 comp plan. So you're going to make 275 basis points on conventional non-QM when you're charging your client 2.75%. And a simple 50-50 split. So if you take a company lead, that's 137.5 basis points on company leads. And that's 1.375%. And all of our team can broker with over 135 lenders and commercial partners. Again, we're at a 275 comp plan. That's lender or borrower paid both. Our brokers will work with the lender account executive team, which is obviously different than our in-house team. And our brokered will use third-party processing, any third-party processing. We like to use MLO. They're licensed in 46 states. Great opportunity there. And at any time, you can refer deals to our in-house loan officers that have a little more flexibility with pricing, etc., and earn that 75 basis points we mentioned. They'll have access to all the company leads Kyle will show you here in a second. Everybody on the team has access to recruiting incentives, and the Broker Unlimited plan, again, is 100% commission. All you're going to be using is our system, so that's a $2.99 per month tech fee with no transaction fees. If you're just using our system, that's the cost there, and hopefully you get some company leads as well to fill up your pipeline. Now, this plan is for people that are used to broker and maybe more self-sufficient, don't need much support, obviously, because you're not working with our in-house team, you're working with the lender. Those of you that may need more support, maybe newer, correspondent loan officer, definitely the best plan to start at. Up to 200 basis points commission. That's standard commission is 150 basis points for conventional non-QM. That's 1.5%. And if you take a company lead 50-50 split, that's 75 basis points or 0.75%. All of our in-house loan officers can do non-del and brokered with 135 investors and lenders. They obviously have more access to flexible pricing and price matching we even have as well. And one-on-one mentorship, you'll work with a one-on-one mentor to help you structure those deals, disclose those deals. Whereas if you're doing brokerage, you're going to be working with the account executive and their team. And when you're working in-house, we have our in-house processing team, and Calvin AI helps you push that loan start to finish because all of the conditions are in our system. So we can push that through start to finish. And 50 basis point bonus for any volume over 2 million. Again, we want to build a platform and a system. So anybody that's rocking and rolling, get as much comp back to you as we can. And our in-house team obviously has access to all of our leads and recruiting incentives as everybody else does. And most importantly, no monthly fees if you're going to be an in-house loan officer. And that is the biggest difference there. So if you need a little more support, a little more structure, correspondent loan officer, definitely a great plan. If you're used to already brokering, you love working with the account executives and working with third-party processing, Broker Unlimited, where you're just using our system and not our team more so, is definitely a good plan. So just sign up for the one that's applicable if you're ready to start. Let's go ahead and pass it over to Kyle, who can show some of the software and systems that we've built and show you some of how that all works. So you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Just want to highlight a few features of our CRM here. You'll see you can create your notes, send your emails, send your text, just like any other CRM, right? But you can also click a button here to have our AI assistant do your texts and emails for you, right? Write them for you. You can set reminders for yourself. You can put people on action campaign, drip campaigns, action plans where they will be emailed and texted automatically, all that kind of good stuff that any other CRM would typically do. But what really starts to set our system apart here, excuse me, is our quoting system. So within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, you can input a few pieces of info here without pulling credit or anything. You can click one button to pull in all the rates from all of our different lenders and investors and choose the rates you want to show your client. And within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, you can send them a nice, beautiful quote that looks like this with the different rate choices you gave them. They can scroll over these things to see what they mean. You'll see here it pulled in the Google map automatically. It pulled in the property taxes automatically, the Zestimate automatically, as well as a insurance quote. There's a real insurance quote from one of our partners automatically. So all that pulled in automatically just by me entering the address. And you see the proposed loan info is in here. If we scroll down, you'll see the monthly breakdown it does automatically, the taxes, insurance, all that kind of stuff, the estimated lender fees. And then, of course, here at the bottom, it has you as the loan originator. And it has your realtors too. So you can attach your realtors to these. So your realtor partners, they absolutely love this because they know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them within minutes, but you can put them on the quote and keep them updated and saying, you're telling their client, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. So your realtor partners love this. They're going to give you referrals because none of the other people they're sending referrals to are sending these nice quotes within minutes with them attached to it and integrated into the system. Now, the best part about all this is your client can then just click start my loan application. And what that does is immediately takes them into their borrower portal. Let me show you what that looks like here on their end, where they can start their 1003 right here in our system. They don't have to leave the page. They upload the documents we're going to need. They can see their loan info. They can see the milestone of where their loan is currently at any time that they log in, which of course updates automatically as you go through the loan process on your end, right? And so they can see everything they need here, upload everything, fill out everything right here in their borrower portal with one login, right? Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end, on our back end, once they've submitted their application. So if we come here, you'll see that it's this loan application is 100% complete. That's why it's green. And what happened was when this loan application was submitted, when the client submitted their loan application, they also agree to a credit pull, and we pull credit instantly and automatically. We don't make your client put in their credit card info and pay for it, or you, right? So we do it all instantly and automatically. So it's a seamless process. And so what happens is by the time you come in here and click our Encompass API to pull up the loan to originate it, not only is the whole 1003 imported in here, but the credit is already pulled and imported in here. The liabilities are already imported into here. So everything is in here ready for you to originate the loan. Now, I do want to point out real quick the dual Oz that Nick was talking about. We do have the dual automated underwriting for Fannie and Freddie at the same time at the click of a button, but we do take it a step further and have our AI then analyze it to let you know which option would be best for your client in that situation. Now, this is essentially, where you're going to do everything. So if we scroll down here, once you're originating your loan, right here on this same page, you have your underwriter conditions. So you or your processor can come in here and upload documents to fulfill them. You can dispute them to kick them back to the underwriter. So you see how everything is here in this one system. For one login for you and one login for your client. This is how we can take someone from being just a name, email, phone number to communicating with them in our system, quoting them in our system, gathering their 1003, pulling their credit, originating the loan, fulfilling the conditions, doing the entire loan process from start to finish here in one system with one login for you and one login for your client. Now, let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place. So as Nick said, we are from the marketing world, so we don't buy third-party leads. All of our leads we have from our own ad campaigns. They're always exclusive leads. And what's going to happen is you're going to be getting text messages all day with the leads to claim. So I'm going to show you just a little screenshot here. This is of my test account. You see these are all text messages coming in. This is through the course of, I think, an hour. And you'll see different leads coming in, regular purchase leads, some DSCR leads, some foreign national leads. So all these different types of leads coming in. So you guys see I had plenty of leads coming in that I can claim there and give a call. So as soon as somebody clicks on our ad, they double opt in to be contacted. You're sent this text, so you click it and you call them immediately right there that same minute. So those are our live leads that are coming in. So that's the first and foremost way that we provide leads for you. Now, let me show you another way we provide leads here is through our auto dialer. So just like any other auto dialer, you can call 300-400 people in a day, press one button if they don't answer to drop an automated text and email to them from you, and then it moves right on to the next call. So you can call hundreds of people in a day, dropping those auto messages when they don't answer and all that kind of good stuff. But what we do here is we provide the leads for you. In the auto dialer, there's already thousands of leads loaded up in here, and these are opted in leads. These aren't cold calls, right? These are real opted in leads. So tons of leads in here for you to call at all times, whether they're coming in live or they're in the auto dialer. Now, another way that we provide you to work leads in our system is that we can actually run an ad campaign for you, right? So if we come here, you'll see we have these different ad campaigns where all we're doing here is we're copying the ad campaigns that are compliant and that we know work, right? Our ad campaigns that we run, where we're giving you the leads for free up front at a 50-50 lead split. Well, you can have us copy that campaign, put your budget on it, and then there is no lead split because you paid for the lead up front, right? And so definitely a great opportunity. Now, again, I want to make sure, this is not required to do, right? We're going to give you leads for free at a 50-50 split every day. But if you want to build your pipeline even more, if you want to fill your pipeline with loans that are going to close without the 50-50 split on the back end, you can have us take those ad campaigns that we've proven out that we know work, that we invest our money into, and you can invest your own money into it. So you're paying for the lead up front, so you're not paying the lead split on the back end. So pretty cool there as well to boost your pipeline and boost your pipeline with self-generated leads. Now, another way that you can work leads here in our system is that you can import leads. So let's say you're already buying leads from Zillow or Free Rate Update or Lending Tree or something, right? You're already getting leads from a third party and you like that. Great. You can bring those into our system in real time using our webhook here. So we give you the webhook, we give you the instructions on how to do it. So that way, when that lead comes in from wherever else you bought it, it's instantly put into our CRM, and our CRM notifies you, so you can call them and quote them and do all that stuff like any other lead that comes into the system. You could also use it to run your own Facebook and campaigns and stuff like that. Use this webhook to bring them into our system. So essentially any way there is to work leads in the system, whether we're providing you the lead or you're paying for the lead, or we're providing you the way to import it from a third party, whatever way there is to work leads, we have that built here for you in our system. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jose here. So Jose is our CSO with 29 years of experience as both a loan officer and a realtor. And so we'll have him talk about how this kind of all comes together to close loans. Then we will open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar on joining the mortgage calculator as a loan originator. So amazing leads program. I believe it is unique in the industry. I don't know of any other company out there that lets all of their MLOs participate in a leads program that's as expansive as ours is. So that alone should be the deal maker for you. But as they say, but wait, there's more. We have the great technology, proprietary, that you heard about. And then, best of all, we have the support, right? We have plenty of support to help you connect all the dots, not spin your wheels, and get producing and closing loans within 30 days of joining the mortgage calculator, right? We have our in-house processors that are in the Zoom room. You have your mentor that is assigned to you to help you with your loan structure and with your file disclosure reviews and file disclosures when it's a non-del file. That has led to many success stories for MLOs new to the company, or maybe new to non-QM, or just needing extra support. They get the deal. One example that comes to mind, one of our MLOs picked up a lead from her own paid for leads plan on top of everything, came into the Zoom room. It was a tough lead because they had been denied somewhere else, but lucky for her, she had the support because she wasn't that new to the industry, but she was fairly new to non-QM. Wasn't really sure which way to go, thought maybe this was going to go bank statement as it was denied full doc. But after a thorough Zoom meeting, we realized that the best option for her was a P&L, right? So happy to say within 3 weeks and 2 days, she happily closed that loan, which also included an appraisal transfer on top of everything else. And she earned $16,000 on her first loan, which was a $1,056,000 loan. So that's just one of many examples where our support, which I think is also second to none in the industry, helped her close a loan, which she probably would not have been able to close because she may not have realized that was the best option due to her just not having as much experience in non-QM. And that is why we are here, what we are here for, and what we aim to do. So looking forward to having you come over to the Mortgage Calculator, helping you structure your deals and close your loans.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Jose. Let me go ahead and go over the next steps. Then we will open it up to questions here. So let me share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to share my screen and go over the next steps here. So the next step when you are ready to move forward is to go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join. We put the link there in the chat for you. Now, again, just to go over the differences between the plans here, you're going to apply for the plan that's applicable to what you want to do. Now, again, broker unlimited typically for more independent people, more experienced people, or people that are just wanting to stay, in the broker world. Maybe you're more used to brokering as opposed to correspondent. Remember, brokered, you're making 100% commission with no transaction fees. All you're paying is the $299 a month tech fee. But again, you're going to be working with third-party processing as opposed to our in-house processing. You're going to be working with the account executive to, disclose your loan and stuff like that, as opposed to your mentor when it's an in-house file. So a little bit of differences there, but for the most part, it's mainly going to be that you're typically going to be more experienced on this side, so you can make 100% commission with no transaction fees. You need a little bit less support. Over here on this side, of course, there's definitely some more support provided. Everything is in-house, a little more streamlined, as well as obviously you're not paying the monthly tech fee, over here because you are in-house. So that's the biggest differences between the plans. Now, you're going to apply for the plan that you want to join on. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to take you right to sign the compensation agreement. Now, you don't have to sign it right then. Don't worry. It's going to email you a copy as well. But take your time, read it over. Once you do sign that initial compensation agreement, though, that's what's going to kick off all of the next onboarding steps. We'll reach out to get your documents, to have us walk you through having us sponsor your license, all that kind of stuff, right? So that is the process when you are ready to sign up. So if you are already a licensed loan officer, you can go ahead and sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. I know there's probably some people watching that are about to get their license. If you're not licensed yet, you can go to the mortgagecalculator.com/training. And we actually have a partnership with a mortgage school, so you can get your license for cheaper, right? For the 20-hour education. The 20-hour education from the accredited mortgage school is included in that course. So if you don't have your license yet, you can go to mortgagecalculator.com/training. It walks you through how to get your license and includes the 20-hour NMLS course. If you're already licensed, go ahead and sign up for the plan that's applicable to you at the mortgagecalculator.com/training. We put both links there in the chat. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and stop recording and let's open it up to questions.